everybody.
Hello.
It's us. We are here. It's Saturday, actually, January 14th, 2020.
2020.
So we got a question on one of our YouTube videos from Patricia Terry. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
So
the
her question was, do we have a testimony as to how/why we got into the fit life? And yes, we do, Patricia. Girl, we do. So I would say around two, well, okay.
Couple of reasons.
Yeah, there are a few reasons, actually. A couple of reasons. I won't embellish.
Please.
But anyway.
We don't have that much time.
In the early part of 2008, my brother got cancer. My brother's a year older than me. Actually, before then even, oh my goodness, my older sister, Betty, got cancer. She's like 5 or 6 years older than me. I can't remember. But she got cancer, and she got lung cancer. She was a smoker. And even in her lung cancer, and I love her, she was still smoking, which on the outside, I couldn't understand. Eric and I, we both couldn't understand that. Now looking back, we realized what a grip that had on her.
It was addiction.
It was an addiction. Yeah. So, and everybody knows that. So, and she passed away. Then a few years after that, my older brother, who's a year older than me, got cancer. And his was anal cancer. And he was heavy set. So he had an unhealthy lifestyle as well. He was probably 300 some odd pounds. So a large part of that, and then he passed away. So at this point, I had two siblings who had contracted cancer and passed away. I had another older brother, who also got cancer. He survived cancer. Shout out to John. Hi, John.
What's up?
And thank God he did not pass away. He lived. So we're just thankful for that. But I began to see a pattern in our family. And even years before that, in 1990, my dad passed away from a massive heart attack. And he was heavy set. He wasn't like in the 300s, I don't think. He might have been because he was tall. But he refused to give up the foods that he loved. So it was sort of like an addiction as well. So with all that being said, I'm also an observer. I see things and I'm like, I'm seeing a pattern here and I know the devil's crazy.
There's a trend.
And the devil's crazy. At that point in my life, I was 225 pounds. And what I said to myself was, self, the devil's crazy. You see the pattern that's happening in your family and you don't want that to happen to you or your future generations. So we're going to stop this right now.
Stop the madness.
Stop the madness. So I began to think of, first of all, I knew I needed to lose weight. 225 pounds is not a healthy weight for a person who is 5'5.5", and just is no way that we could make that healthy. No. I don't care how much muscle you pack on. That's not healthy for that height. So I began to get on the track, and we began to do some things and change the way we looked at food. First of all, change the way we ate, we began to exercise. Eric and I, we were living in Illinois at that time. We would get up at 3 in the morning. Yeah, it was 3 in the morning then, and go to the gym.
Shovel the snow
To get out of it. I mean, we were committed. And at that time, back then, I lost 100 pounds. I had gotten down to 125, 130-ish. I since then picked up some of that weight, but I think it's been more healthy weight, because I've added more muscle. Then I wasn't doing any lifting or anything like that.
And there are seasons where your body's going to go up and down, and adjustments are going to happen because you're transitioning all the time. So it's so important for you not to beat yourself up. It's important for you not to get depressed or discouraged. If you're having some fluctuation, you have to just understand what's happening and make the adjustments. And also continue, as long as you're continuing on the healthy path, then let your body do what it do. It's a journey.
Yes. So we've been on that the Fit4Life healthy train since then. So I would say since like 2007, 2008-ish. We got on the train 2009-ish and just have continued on that path of trying to be healthy, make healthy choices, eat more as we've gotten into like the 2014s when we moved out here. I learned I do a lot of research, so I learned a lot about more of the plant-based lifestyle.
Sure.
So we lean more towards that and try to eat more plant-based and less meat, which we enjoy, actually, the way it makes us feel. So we've just been doing that and exercising, trying to come up with recipes. Erick's on this with me. He's never been heavy set, which has been a whole mental thing for me. Because when you weigh more than your husband weighs, it's just... And he was always able to eat whatever he wanted to eat.
But always active, too. I've been always active. I have. I'm always moving, and I rarely sit still. But either way.
Okay. Yeah, either way.
Fit4Life for us, though, is not just about food.
Yes.
It's about fit life.
Right. All the way around.
Right. It's
mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. So all of that. Right. Because all of that impacts your total wellness.
It does.
All of that.
It does.
So we have to, decide to be fit for life, so that for us, it's so that we can live a longer life and really live out the purposes God has chosen for us to live. Why God put us here.
And to allow ourselves to train our children and those that follow us to also have the knowledge.
Right.
Everybody has to make their own choices. Right. We all have to make our own choices. Right. I can choose to eat a triple cheeseburger today, or
and no judgment.
And I can eat a salad, right? It's a choice we get to make. But without information as to how and what the effects are of those choices, then we go blindly.
Right.
And so we don't want to live a blind leading the blind lifestyle. So we decided to educate ourselves on what is fit. What are the fit foods? What are the fit exercises? What do you got to do for our bodies?
Right.
My body responds differently than her body responds. So we have to find out what works for Theresa and what works for Erick. Right. And we have to make adjustments and compromises so that we both can move on this journey together. Right. So
that's good,
we're learning it. I thought that was pretty good, wasn't it?
So anyway, any hoodles.
So it's about life. And we want to be fit for life.
Yes.
Not fit for a life, fit
right.
for life, period. And so we're on this journey, and we hope that you will join the journey too, that you will make choices that'll put you on a fit for life. And whatever that means for you, whatever that means for your family, whatever that means for your relationship.
And listen.
Okay.
You will have to begin to pay attention to your body and how it responds to different things. Yeah. Because contrary to popular belief, they're not like all diets do not fit all people.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to determine what works for you. That's why this is a judgment-free zone. And comment. Let us know what you're doing, what works for you, how that, how that's been going for you. Comment on and let us know. We'd be more than happy to support you in whatever you're doing. Make comments. We can be on this Fit for Life journey together.
Oh, what's not working?
Right.
And then ask questions like, I've been doing this for a while and it's not working.
Right.
Because
we can say, try this.
Right. Sometimes the key is a small tweak.
Right.
Sometimes it's not the big things always.
Right.
It's the small adjustments. Right. Even when you're losing weight, we talked about this the other day. Losing weight is not about, I lost 10 pounds this week.
Right.
It's about, maybe I lost 2 pounds this week, or 1 pound
or 4
this week.
ounces, or a half a pound.
And you just, over a period of time, just think if you lost 1 pound a week, in 10 weeks, you would have lost 10 pounds.
Right.
So, it's not about trying to knock it out. And that's where we get in trouble when we're in a hurry.
Right.
We're in a microwave society, and that's with everything.
Right.
But let's slow down. Let's learn what we need to learn, and let's make the adjustments so that we can move forward together.
And also, I think I mentioned this before, but he wasn't going to come on. Well, he would have come on the journey with me anyway.
Of course.
But
I'm like that.
He likes things that taste good.
Absolutely.
So I have to cook things that are healthy, that taste good, that have flavor.
And what's amazing is all the stuff that we've developed and grown and cooked and prepared has been great. You would be surprised at the meals we've had that have flavor. Right. You don't have to sacrifice flavor for health. Somehow we got that in the back of our minds long ago, but thank God my wife's blessed and gifted with a palate and understanding cooking and all that thing. She's beautiful. So I love it, right? And so I'm thankful that she has that, and we incorporate that into what we do. And so we'd love to share that with you and to help you along the way as well. So.
And you can help us. What are you doing? Some of the tips that you're doing may benefit us. You know, make some of the tweaks that you make. Right. So just share. We love to hear from you. I guess that's it.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay. Fit4Life Lashleys. Join us. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Thank you, Patricia.